Hey, what's up, guys? Now, I don't know about you, but lately I've seen a lot of these EDC videos, and they're talking about all these things that you should buy, and a lot of the time I feel like I don't need any of them, and I usually have something myself that I already use that I find perfectly adequate. So here's the things that I carry around every day in my backpack. I think I'll start off the list probably from the most important items to the least important items. So the first thing, of course, everybody has one. It's a phone. Just get a phone. My next item is AirPods 3rd gen, I believe. They got noise canceling. I go on the train a lot when I'm going to school. They're great to block out a little bit of that noise, and you know, they're really small, so I bring them everywhere with me. And the battery lasts a decent amount of time. This is one of those purchases that's a little bit more expensive. You know, you're getting into like the $150 range. You can get them cheaper on the used market, and you know, they last. So I think it's a worthwhile purchase. The next item on my list is probably just going to be my keychain. Simple keychain. You know, a lot of people will get you know, fancy clips, but you know, I actually just found this keychain on the floor, on the concrete actually outside my work for free, and it has a bottle opener, right? So I can't really give you a price on this one, but you know, it's nice to have a little clip here. It's just a little bit easier than those rings. But if you don't find one for free, I would say just stick with the little metal loop. They work fine, unless you really like bottle opener. Next on the list of importance, I'm gonna show you my beautiful leather wallet. I've had this wallet for probably 10 years now. It's the only wallet I've ever had. And my argument as to having a leather wallet as opposed to, you know, maybe a metal wallet is that a leather wallet is very soft, and it's never going to be uncomfortable in your pants because it conforms to your body. You can bend it, you can squeeze it. Of course, you might say, oh, it's so thick. Just get a wallet that's not too thick. And if you use it long enough, it gets softer and it gets thinner too. So it's basically, you know, I don't think you can improve on this design. You know, you get card space. There's no reason for me to replace it. I think that's a problem, you know, that a lot of people get themselves into, is they want to replace things so badly that you're going to go buy a new wallet just because you want to try something new when your old wallet is completely fine, very functional. So stay loyal to your leather wallet, guys. Come on. Unless somebody wants to pay me to say otherwise, I'm not going to say it. All right. For me, a lot of people like iPads. I just like paper notes. These are probably the most economical way to get through school. I bought this notebook from Staples here in Canada for $1.80, which is, you know, you can't really beat it. And it has 80 pages. Come on. That's all you need for one subject. You buy 5 of these. It's only going to cost you like $10 a semester. Yeah, kind of a no-brainer. You know, you're never going to see that return on buying an iPad. Next on the academic list, a lot of people on YouTube I've been seeing, you know, they're like, I just love metal pens. It's an elevated writing experience. So, you know, they're so great. Why? I mean, I can't say I have experience of owning a fancy pen, but I am perfectly fine with the free pen that I got from a hotel. There is nothing wrong with a cheap ballpoint pen. I don't think that you're going to get that much more for investing in a more expensive pen. And I think the argument that you buy a pen for lifetime, you know, anything like that is flawed, because a pen is such a small item. There is practically 100% chance that something will happen to it. You will lose your pen will break, and it's like a buy for lifetime sunglasses. It's the same thing. Buy cheap sunglasses, buy cheap pens. That's my philosophy, because you're gonna break them or you're gonna lose them. So just have a cheap pen, because they work great. Same with sunglasses. All right, next item on my list relating to education slightly. This is a combination lock. Now, it might be a very simple item, but you know, this is something that has stuck with me for quite a long time. And I like this Dudley one, fairly inexpensive, like $20 if you have locker, or if you're just going to the gym. You know, it's nice to have a combo lock, and I think these are a little bit more secure than spinning dial locks because you can kind of guess the numbers on those by pulling on them. One time I cracked one that I found in the ground just by, you know, testing the numbers. I mean, it's just all you need to deter somebody from stealing your things at the gym. Regardless, I always bring my wallet and my keys everywhere, so you're never gonna rob me, right? Unless you watch this video, now you know what I have in my pockets, so please don't use this information against me. All right, last item on my list for education is gonna have to be my amazing TI-84 Color Edition calculator. This has been my real workhorse calculator ever since grade 10. It's never really failed me. The TI-83 I had failed me when I carried it in my backpack in -40 and the ribbon cable broke, but this thing has yet to give out, and I've had it for about 5 years, so I'd say it gets my stamp of approval. Just being able to see everything all at once and go back through the log of your equations, super helpful, and I really don't think that there is a better tool, at least that I've seen, other than the TI-84 Plus. It's expensive. I think it's around $130, but I know if you look on Facebook Marketplace, you can get them fairly cheap. I highly recommend it. One kind of funny item on our list that I feel is important if you're a Canadian is you should always carry around a loonie. Why carry around a loonie? Well, it's not so you can buy candy or a soda, even if you could buy a soda for $1 nowadays, pretty much impossible. But, you know, shopping carts, you never know. One day you're gonna need to get a shopping cart. So if you have a loonie, you can get a shopping cart. It's very helpful. Really, nowadays, $1 might not be enough. They might need to start building, you know, tap machines onto the shopping cart so you actually return it, because $1 is not too much money anymore. All right. The very last item on our list, that's a Casio watch. And this specific model is the G-Shock 5610U. And there's a couple reasons why I like this watch. I'm not a super avid watch user, but I do enjoy wearing this as both a fashion statement and a timekeeping device. It is nice when I'm at school to be able to look at my wrist and not pull out my phone. But this, in my opinion, is literally the best watch you can get. There is no better watch because it keeps time better than any watch. With its radio frequency function, which syncs to atomic time, what that basically means is that your watch will always be exactly on time. So you never need to worry about, you know, being late again or having your watch go out of time when there's daylight savings. Even though that might be small for some people, as an occasional watch wearer, it can be a pain in the butt for me because I don't want to have to adjust my watch. You know, even if I, you know, don't wear it for 3 months, then it's going to be out of time. I just like something that works, and this just works. It doesn't stop working, and it has some cool functions as well. And there's lots of videos on the internet if you want to dive deeper into it. I bought this for about $80 used on Amazon, which is, I would say, affordable for a watch, but if you do want to have 99% of this experience, you can get a cheaper Casio watch. Pretty much any cheap Casio watch will do. I guess the last point I wanted to make is that you don't really need to buy all of this stuff. I would say, you know, most of the items, excluding the phone and the wallet and the keys, you don't even need if you really want to go minimalist. Don't buy everyday carry stuff. It's just a consumerism mess. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. Thanks for watching.